Bitcoin is in trouble. It's seen a flash crash from 21,500 all the way down to 15,500. We had the FTX scandal. Everything's happening so fast in the crypto market, and everyone's wondering what's going on. Will this continue, and what's going to happen next? Today, we're going to look at on-chain data, and we're going to understand what is the on-chain data saying about Bitcoin at this moment. Is the Bitcoin bottom coming? Is it not even close? Let's take a look at the on-chain data together, and we will decide for ourselves. Hit that subscribe button. My name is Steve. Let's jump straight into it. What we have here is the price forecast tool. Shout out to lookintobitcoin.com. This is on their website, and you can pull it up and we can look at it together. But what we're going to do is we've got 5 lines on our chart as well as price action. So technically 6 lines. We're going to really hone in on this yellow and the green line at the bottom of your charts, because there's something very, very interesting happening with the yellow and green lines when we reach around a market bottom. Now, you can take a little mental screenshot of what's happening at the present moment with this on-chain data, but let's break it down piece for piece. We're going to look at this green line, which is the CVDD, the cumulative value coins days destroyed. This is invented by Willy Woo. Shout out to Willy Woo. And we're going to look at this orange line, which is the balanced price, both of which are very strong indications of the best time to buy bottom, the market bottoms forecasting the best prices to buy at. Both of these, the CVDD and balanced price, are used precisely for that. The balanced price, I believe, is developed by David. Shout out to you as well. But what we're going to do is understand in retrospect, we know when the market bottomed, and let's study these on-chain metrics and see what each cycle presented in terms of data, right? So what I wanted to do first was we're going to look here at the 2015 bottom, right? What you can see is this orange line crossed the green line at precisely the market bottom. And again, this was the market bottom, and then the market double bottomed months and months later at a lower price, all right? So a lot of people are still confused about that. We called for the market to bottom. We've been waiting for our double bottom, okay? Now, what we want to see is this is the line cross, right? The orange line crossed the green. What we noticed is it also crossed in 2018 at the market bottom, and we have that chart right here. So 2018, 2019 bottom was right here. Orange line crossing the green line when the on-chain metrics at precisely the market bottom. Now, if we look at what's happening today, right, we go back and we zoom out to the full picture. We crossed with our yellow line crossing the green line here at the market bottom. We also did the same in 2018. What did we do in 2022, right? And you may say, well, how about the 2011? Well, 2011, these lines were so new, they were still getting used to these formats. But again, we had a line cross and price action was below. We'll get to that in a moment. I want to look at what's happening today, because we had this orange line cross the green right around that 17,500 bottom. But things are slightly different now. Do you see what I'm seeing in the charts? Because we had this cross, right? The market bottom was supposed to be in, right? You can look at the 2015, you can look at the 2018, and they've all acted the same way except for some minor differences, okay? Do you notice what I'm seeing here? So when you take a deeper dive into it, we know that we had this cross down. We know that it crossed down and it's supposed to mark 17,500 as the bottom. We know that we're supposed to come in and try to have a double bottom, just like the other charts that we showed you earlier. If Bitcoin at the end of the month closes above 19.5, which there is an outside chance, let's be honest, there's still a couple weeks away, that would be incredibly bullish monthly close of a candle, and it would be a double bottom in the market. That would shift everything for Bitcoin. But right now, It's simply an if. That's what our channel has been waiting for many, many months. And right now, it's a possibility. So back to this chart. If we crossed here and we crossed here at precisely the market bottom, what I'm noticing about those two crosses is that price actually went below the orange line and the green line. You can see that price here. And again, what you can see clearly is that a distinct cross and price below both of them at precisely the market bottom. Keep in mind, this was the market bottom. Price double bottomed at a lower price, but as long as the double bottom is within plus or minus 5%, it's still a technical double bottom. 2018, you can see price also below the orange line and the green line at precisely the market bottom. What's different this time is that we had the cross and price didn't go below both the orange line and the green line. In fact, just recently, just with this recent crash, it went below the green line. Price went below the green line, but did not go below the orange line. So herein lies our dilemma. So far, with our on-chain metrics, it's telling us a nice little story about the market bottom, but it's acting a little bit differently, a little bit funky with this recent move, obviously driven by what's happened with FTX. But again, this price movement is a little bit out of the ordinary, and so far it hasn't coincided with what's happened in previous cycles. So herein lies my question to you. Do you think price is going to go below the orange line next, as it did in other cycles, and that will be our new market bottom? Let me know in the comments down below what's your prediction. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you right back here on the next video. Thank you to everybody for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Do you want to know when to buy and when to sell? Click this video right now.